Dip that HK and Rick. 27 District, Sydney, Australia. So, I'm hearing that these are 1-4 young'uns. Like, part of 1-4 crew or the youngers underneath 1-4, some shit like that. So, yeah, either way, 27 District, Sydney, Australia. West Sydney. By the way, I'm not hating on my man, but I swear I'm seeing this hoodie in bare videos at the moment. What deal they got on Sports Direct? Huh? Or what do you man have over there? Oh wait, let me turn off the fan. You man got it's not JB Sport. Is it JB Sports? Nah, that ain't it. That is it. What's your sports shops? I know you got JD. I know you got JD. What's your other big one? Because yeah, there must be a deal on this jumper or something, man. Because I see this in bare videos. Alright. Here we go. Drill's on the rise. Let's go. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, it's HK and Rick on set, getting rowdy when we see numerous threats. Did one now, going for rest, they wanted the smoke, so we had a sesh. These ups love banging on net till they up real close and we grip that mesh. Energy different on site, when gang pull up or itching to deep that flesh. In up box and we're leaving a mess. East Car Street left big man chef. Look left, right, got Tez, the man was spewing cause team straight hit the legs. Lads running from us on their own possession, these ops trying not get queft. Double left, put one to the back of his ear, now I'm pretty sure he's 1 E deaf.
I like the fact they're going back to back 4 bars each. It's nice.
If it not make me mental mad, I release my stress on best like ballistic. Take a trip down there and hammer to head and him shaking like he is autistic. Have his crew saying, man, should we risk it? I mean, look at the way that he backs up his shank and whisk it. Tip it, bend and twist, don't want my face to go missing. My district serial killers with the intent of a serial killer. We running amok, they stitching and bitching on us, that serial spiller. One swing of this 10-inch Rambo could leave you cold like winter. Piece your skin, no splinters. From HK, now your crew are sprinters. Revenge is the ops intention. My team done too many drillings. Like, when they gonna learn their lesson? How many times would I mention? Ran on track when crews start stepping. Backing up new.
Man was hitting the gun lean.
Running and swinging in every direction. Up got they left him. My team put work on the field by the post. Put them ox in the box and shipped out. When we pull up to yours. Gang jump out, better pray we ain't grip that. Dip that, dip and dip that. Pack that shit, go sheaves on hips. I'll free up, click that. All back, no backs, where all of these ops will kick back. My team put work on the field by the post. Put them ox in the box and shipped out. When we pull up to yours. Gang jump out, better pray we ain't grip that. No lie or facts when I spit that, hit that. Get them bags and shift that. Let bank talk shit get leaked. Where to do like shh. 2-7 going up like jetpack. Southwest scoreboard on the back of the West New Jersey. H go check that. These ops they try come through till they see my crew like lads we jetpack. Nah, cuz we ain't let that. Chase that pussy or out these man on these streets. Guarantee I won't stop till I get that. Left his DNA on my shoes like Deacon Chef in my all black maxes. Leave red boss like a red back. Hit that JH, release my chin and I step back. Free Smitty come tell him get back. Up run from us like sprinters. See me first thing when the team look back. See me first thing gave his head a good whack. My team.
Sorry, that DNA bar stuck in my head. I left this DNA on my shoes. I don't know why, but that just sounded cold still.
Work on the field by the post. Put them ox in the box and shipped out. When we pull up to yours. Gang jump out, better pray we ain't grip.
Alright, big man. That's like 4 times I've seen you do the gun lean. Shout out the gun lean, but don't overdo it at the same time. I will say that.
Dip and dip that. Pack that shit, go sheaves on hips. I'll free up, click that.
Cold though, I can't lie. Cold.
My team put work on the field by the post. Put them ox in the box and shipped out. When we pull up to yours. Gang jump out, better pray we ain't grip that. No lie or facts when I spit that, hit that. Get them bags and shift that. Let bank talk shit get leaked. Where to do like shh.
Okay, I was about to say, are they gonna try to do a 1-4 thing and just like end it? You know, like that, no outro, just end it. But I like the fact that they brought the beat back in still. Okay, I didn't pause it too much because I kind of want to put all my thoughts together at the end. Edited by, yeah, produced by, mastered by, shout out these man. It's a known fact that I don't really listen to drill like that. Like, obviously I listen to drill, but I don't know the ins and outs on every single underground artist there is. Now, within saying that, since the rise of Aussie drill and obviously the 1-4 documentary being big and kind of the beef between 21 and 27 district and all of this shit, it's piqued my interest. And so I've been listening to more and more UK drill, and obviously as more and more Aussie drill comes out, I'm going to be checking it out. Just so I can get a feel for standards and what you commonly hear and what the patterns are with everything. Now, to these two, now HK and Rick, I really like the fact that they went back to back. I feel like that worked perfectly with this instrumental and just how they went about it. I don't feel like this needed a hook or anything like that. I was happy to hear them go back to back to back. I feel like they did 4 bar back to back at first, or 8 bar back to back, then 16s, then 24s, maybe. I think it was a mix between 8 and 16s, unless I'm just, I don't know, paying attention to certain parts more than others. But either way, going back to back, I like the fact that they sounded different, yet both suit the instrumental. As in, they both killed it, but they killed it in a slightly different way. I'm not sure which one's which, so I'm not going to predict. I'm going to predict that HK's the one in the Gant hoodie and Rick's the one who was ballied, but the one who had his face covered, he had a cold fucking flow. He also seemed to have the better imagery, in my opinion, in terms of the bars that he come up with. He created that picture just a little bit more clearer in my head, and things were slightly more structured for me. As for the other brother in the grey hoodie, he was cold as well, and the only bit of advice I would give to him is that 95% of the time his cadence was very, very clear. But 5% of the time, I don't know if it was because he was running out of breath, and where it's like that last bit of air in your lungs, you kind of lose that stern, bold cadence, if that makes sense. That hefty delivery from your chest. I don't know if he lost a little bit of that, or whether he had, I know this sounds mad, but like literally, if he needed a drink of water or some shit, I don't know if he had a dry mouth in the studio. There was something that was just off with a couple of the lines that made him sound like, not that he was stumbling over his words, but he weren't getting them out as clear as I would have liked him to. And I know that's a very niche thing to try and explain, but I hope you guys watching this video understand that. Especially if you're an artist, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But ignoring that small little detail there, I'm actually really impressed with this. Was it A-class? No. Was it shit? No. It was a decent freestyle, and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for their names. I'm going to be checking out more shit of theirs in the future. And if there's any other underground Aussie drill artists that have been doing their thing, feel free to DM me on Instagram and send me their shit, or YouTube comments, and then thumbs up each other's suggestions. That's probably the best way to do it. But either way, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. My album Visionary is out on the 23rd of August. Feel free to go and click the link in the description, save that on your Spotify, or just keep an eye out for it when it drops. And yeah, appreciate all the support recently, and yeah, I'll talk to you man later.